Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 6th day of February 2012, and this is junior varsity girls basketball. They're starting about 8 minutes late tonight. Saranac was kind of slow getting here. Must have got taken a wrong turn at Pickett's Corners. Saranac at Northeastern Clinton, and they just got number 44, Summer Gillespie, wide open, and she scores the first 2 points of the ball game. Junior varsity girls basketball, last home game of the year for the Cougars. Okay, on the floor we got Ariana Kellison, number 3 for the Cougars. Taylor Rabideau, number 5. At 12, it's the Babby girl, Sarah Babby. 22 is one of the McCoys, it's Ashley McCoy, and 11 is Rachel Arliss. When Karen saw a foul. Okay, for Saranac, 44, as we said, is Gillespie. 52 is Jamie Favreau. 24 is Caitlin Bowman. 14, Amy Eggleston. And 10 is Tori Trim. Referees are Karen and Marino. Temperature 47 degrees when we arrived. Actually, we had 41. It was 47 earlier. We had to actually hit over the 50-degree mark on this February 6th at my house. Plattsburgh set a record for the day of 49, beating the old record from 50 years ago today. 1962, back when I was a sophomore, it was 47 degrees. It's thrown up and in by Bowman. So it's now what? 4-3 in favor of the visitors. 6 is Kellison to Babby, out to Kellison. Kellison drives, too strong. And here come the Chiefs. Tim throws it up and in. It's 6-3 Saranac. Babby shot rolls. No, that's Arliss' shot rolls off the rim. Inbounded by Eggleston. Trim will bring it up. Senior night, so it's going to be a long night here at Northeastern. Here's Babby. Babby over to Rabideau. Now back to Babby. Kellison. 7 on the shot clock. Rabideau throws one up just to get a shot off. Put in by Arliss. Cougars with one of their better players, Abby Miller, on the bench for the deep. 44. Foul on 44. Gillespie trying to get open. Abby Miller out with a muscle bruise on her thigh. Somebody set a pick and ran through a pick and anyway knocked her to the floor and put a good bruise on her thigh, and a deep muscle bruise. Good job, Brad. Good job. As opposed to superficial muscle bruises. 4:51 showing in the first. Bowman at the line, foul was on Arliss. First foul for her, first foul for the team. That'll make it 7-5. Stacy Dominic for the Cougars and Megan Rock for the Chiefs, the coaches. McCoy back out to Kellison. And deflected by Red, so 2 seconds on the shot clock. So we're under 4 minutes now. Deflected by the Cougars. Five seconds to get it in. Trim throws it up. Kellison pushes it back for Rabideau. Rabideau will shoot 2. Fouls on Favreau, her first, team third. Didn't hit the rim. 9-5 Saranac. Rolls off the rim and pulled down by Rabideau. There's Babby in the paint. Whoa, what a shot. Brings the team back to within 2 at 3:09 to go. First quarter. From 3-point land, falls off the rim. So this is Favreau shooting. The foul was on Babby, her first, team second. 10-7 Saranac, 2:44. Whoops, looking at the clock and keep zooming. I gotta stop doing that kind of stuff. I'm zooming in and looking at the clock and keep on zooming. There's Rabideau with the ball. Slapped away. Trim hustling down. She's taken out by Kellison. So now we have a foul on Kellison. After a Saranac timeout, Trim will shoot 2. Shooter across too soon, no basket. Kellison over to Babby. 11-7 Saranac. Whoa! Can't leave that ball hanging out there. Favreau says, I'll take that one. Thank you. 13-7. Get the ball in. Cougars get it back. Over and back, apparently. Third foul on Gillespie. He's going to grab a seat, I would think. And we got Allison Fink in. In and out. Fink with the rebound. down by Rapidu. 13-7, Saranac. Rapidu finds an opening. Count the basket. Even though he's wearing a Red Sox cap, it's nice to see Roland St. Sever here. He's done a lot for the basketball program over the years for Northeastern. He and Malcolm Guerin, I would say, have done more for this basketball program than anybody else, and that includes the varsity coaches. Nothing against the varsity coaches, but Roland and Malcolm at that youth level is what got this program at Northeastern where it is. And it's
be there, James. Don't let that hurt you. Be there.
It's starting to show that they're not involved anymore, because Cougars are good but not dominant. They're good. Not dominating as they did for so many years. But it's kids' night tonight here. We'll have all the youth teams here, but there'll be a lot fewer than what there used to be. 13-10, Saranac with the ball. Saranac has really developed their youth program and their AAU program, and they're really doing what Northeastern used to do. Northeastern has still got a good youth program, but not to the number of students that they used to have. They used to have twice as many kids participating at the youth level than they do now. Foul was on Favreau. Eggleston back in, replacing Trim. Let's see, 20 is in. I don't think we mentioned her, Michaela Duquette. Rapidu makes the first. 13-11, 15 seconds to go in the first. Oh, good block. Good block there. I think it was Arliss. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. There you go. Saranac up by 2, 13-11 after 1 here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Red ball to start the second quarter, February 6, 2012. (25-33). So that's Sylvester, Rachel Sylvester, 25, Emily Sample, 33. Saranac takes it away. Who else we got out there? Double dribble. Chiefs take it away. Ooh, nice shot. Nice shot by Bowman. Sylvester up to Babby. Intended for McCoy, it's out of bounds. Nice shot. Good get past Eggleston. Eggleston slid it in. Here's Arliss back to Babby. Saranac up by 6, 17-11. Sample trying to set a pick. Sylvester back to Sample. And Chiefs take it away. Saranac is relentless on defense. Duquette missed the first. Rebounded by Rabideau. Off the back of the iron. And taken by Bowman for the Chiefs. Rebounded by Arliss, off to the shot by Gillespie. Picked up by Arliss. And here come the Chiefs again. Bowman brings it down. Stops, throws up a high three-pointer. Cougars shouldn't be so quick to dribble here. You don't dribble out of on a fast break. You pass it to somebody and let them dribble. You're in the middle of a pack like that. Better to grab it and look. Unless, of course, you've got a wide open area. There's Kellison. 17-11, 5:10 to go in the first half. And how Kellison came up with the ball and threw it in. No double dribble. No low gear for Saranac. They're in high gear all the time. 12 is in for them. That's Rebecca Haywood. And here come the Chiefs again. 4:42 to go in the half. And Favreau slices right through. Taken away by Bowman. Gillespie will bring it up. Give it back to Bowman. 19-13, Saranac up by 6. Favreau shooting 2. Hits them both. The team up by 8. Sample back in along with Sylvester. Kellison to Sample. Nope, too strong. Good hustle by Babby. Red timeout. Cougar ball. Rabideau to Babby. Red ball. 3:44 going. Chiefs looking to grab a 10-point lead. We're in the second quarter. Pushing our way in there for a basket. It was Favreau. Rabideau to Sample. Chiefs up by 10, looking to add to that right now, and they do. There's another basket by Favreau, give them a 12-point lead, 25-13. Saranac gets it momentarily, taken back. Kellison, Babby over to Sample, reverse. Favreau with a rebound. Up to Eggleston, back to Favreau. That one is rebounded by Sample, and we have a Cougar timeout. Miller says, "I'm ready to play, coach." Ellison over to Sample. Sylvester throws it up too strong, and Ellison. Hits them both. 25-15. And good defense there by Babby. Forces the turnover. 2:11 left in the half. Olivia Desero was reported in, and we also see Lindsay Harris, number 30, trim at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Favreau comes up with it. He had two Cougars, and Favreau came up with it. Saranac all over the place on defense. Second foul on Rabideau. We've got Peyton Sample and Tiana Leduc in for Northeastern. Trim shooting their second shot. Taking both. Let's see, McCoy, 22. Ashley McCoy's back in for the Chiefs. Fink, 50, and 34, I believe. No, Destro was already in there. Maybe 14. Hiddleston just came back in. Whoa, good play by McCoy. Took it away from Favreau. It's not easy to do. Fink with the post up. And stolen. Desero wants that ball. Favreau with a third foul. Flat Moose is buzzing it. Supposed to be 2 shots, says Moose. Scoreboard only says 9. Shooting 2. Rabideau hits that one. Good hustle by Peyton Sample. 42.5 to go in the half. 31-18. Saranac up by 13. This is Duquette at the line. Ball was on Sample. Peyton Sample her first. Team 9th. So what's it now? 32-18. 14-point Saranac lead. Key to this game has been the Saranac defense. They're all over the place. There's steal by Sample. Chiefs get it back. 10 seconds to go. They throw it away. Two seconds. Fire it. No time for a dribble. 32-18, 50 points have been scored, 64% of them by the visitors. It's halftime here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Okay, we are starting the second half, and it's starting to look a lot like the first half here. Saranac all over the place. Trim with that first basket. Off the back of the rim by Rabideau. Good hustle. Throws it back in. 34-20. And Trim misses that one. Rebounded by McCoy. Rabideau up to Arliss. Yeah, I've been complimenting Saranac on their defense, but the fans, the parents here think that they never commit a foul. Every time these poor referees blow the whistle and Saranac is called for a foul, it's fans are insulted. Arliss misses the second. The rebound was pulled down by Favreau. Rabideau couldn't get a good bead on that one. Red ball on the possession arrow. I thought. Possession arrow didn't change, so I don't know. Varsity coach seems to be doing a lot of coaching here for the Saranac team. They had one timeout where he handled the whole talk. The foul was on McCoy. This is Bowman shooting. This one is missed. Red. 35-20, 6:52 to go in the third. Oh, tough angle by Trim. 37-20. And Kellison will shoot two. One is missed. Grabbed by Bowman. And rebounded by Rabideau up to Babby and knocked out of bounds by Favreau. Ball comes into Rabideau. Kellison to Babby to Rabideau now. Kellison. Arliss, 6 on the shot clock. Arliss fills it up. It's a red ball. 6:01 to go. Oh, could be an extra step in there. Bowman shooting two. Babby with her second foul. Basket. Bowman makes it 39-21. 18-point lead for Saranac. Sample. Rebounded by Arliss. She comes up short. Oh, Tim. She can use that window. Brianna McCoy in for Ashley McCoy. 20-point lead. 41-21. 5:07 to go in the third. 20-point lead for Saranac.
Good job, baby.
Chiefs will keep it. Sylvester in for the Cougars. 4:45 to go in the third. Another steal for the Chiefs. Too strong. Haywood in for the Miss Chiefs. Trimble inbound it. Foul was on Sylvester. Injured player, looks like Sylvester. Didn't see what happened, but she's doubled over. Fans must enjoy this. They're clapping. She's getting carried off.
Come on, Reggie. Now, girls. Good job there. Stay on her, Becca Haywood. Stay on her, Becca.
This game is moving slow to begin with. 4:14 to go in the third. Gonna be a late night here with all the senior night festivities and a late start to this game to begin with. Looks like an ankle for Sylvester, and it looks like it's causing some discomfort. Sample to Kellison, and there's a shot clock. Nobody paying attention to that shot clock. Ball comes into Haywood. Stepped across the line on the inbound, so it's Cougar ball. Ball comes into Sample. 3:24 to go in the third. And the Chiefs take it away and throw it away. Whoop. Foul was on Kellison. Cougar ball, 3 minutes to go in the third. There's Sample. Sample shot falls off the rim. Good rebound there by Rabideau. The Marnses are here. Rabideau. Hits them both. Foul was on Duquette, her first. Good try by Rabideau, but she ran out of room. Red ball. (41-23), 2:37 left in the third. Short. Cougars got to remember learn not to dribble out of that pack. They get the rebound and they try to dribble out even though they're surrounded by folks. Two minutes to go in the third. 41-23 Saranac. Three-pointer by Amy Eggleston. 44-23, 1:42 to go in the third. Rabideau throws it up short, but getting the rebound was Sample. Dayton Sample shot is short. Kaylee Sample reports in for the Cougars. Up to Fink. Ball comes back to Kellison, who started it all. Sample throws it up. Kellison gets it. Out to Kaylee Sample. To Peyton Sample. To Emily Sample. Red ball, 52.5 to go in the third quarter. Basket's good. Duquette. Foul was called on Fink. Good putback by Sample. 21 seconds to go. We're in the third quarter. Saranac with a big lead, is still pressing. And Cougars break that one. It's basket by McCoy. 5 seconds. Good hustle. Kellison knocked it loose over to Sample. And it's 46-27, 19-point Saranac lead after 3. Kaylee Sample will inbound it as the Cougars start the fourth. Trailing by 19. Foul on Desero. Desero comes up with it. Travel. Good hustle by Duquette, but she's put the brakes on. She took a little extra step in there. Stolen by Desero, but she landed out of bounds. We played 23 seconds here in the fourth, and we've already had 3 or 4 whistles. Look out, Gerald, they're going to run you over here. Cougar ball. And they're finally taking the pressure off here. Saranac finally taking the full court press off. Rabideau out to Sample. Ooh, to 13. Who's 13? Leduc. Sample in the paint. It's good. Harris, Lindsay Harris, up to Desero. Chiefs will keep it. Timeout. Haywood will inbound it. 6:41 to go. And stolen by Babby up to Sample. Emily Sample puts it in. Foul was on Desero. No, it wasn't on Desero. 20, Ducat, the third. Sample hits the first of the 1-and-1. And that one she missed by a mile. Trouble. Gillespie back in for the Miss Chiefs. Rabideau hook shot. Rabideau gets the rebound and puts it in. No, excuse me, Babby. Babby, not Rabideau. Babby. Cougars have closed it down to a 12-point ball game with 6:13 to go, and Saranac's putting their starters back in. They'll probably start testing again because Cougars are closing it down to 12. Next step would be to make it single digits. And if you're coaching a team, you sure don't want that to happen when you've had a comfortable lead. Bowman back in for Saranac. Ball comes in to Favreau. Here's Sample, call for steps. Kind of slid into that pass. Good news. The voice of Cougar basketball, Joe Southwick, is here. Bowman looking for a three-point play. And picked up by Babby. Up to Sample. Saranac ball. Trim. Oh, a little wide in that pass. That girl on the bench was wide open, but she doesn't have a red shirt on, so she's a ineligible receiver. Sample to don't tell me, Leduc. Sample throws it up and in. Nice move by Emily Sample. She's an 8th grader, you know. Sample just an 8th grader. I don't mean that there's anything wrong with being an 8th grader, but it's nice to see an 8th grader playing that well at the JV level. And sophomore Sarah Babby throws it in. It's a 10-point ball game. 4:40 to go. There's Trim. Trim looking like Megan Bowman on that one. Whoa! Rabideau answers at the other end and stepping across the line. A line violation on Saranac. 1:20 to go. 10-point ball game. Saranac with the full court press. Well, kind of have to press at that end since it was a Cougar offensive end. Ellison in for Emily Sample. Babby will bring it up. 4:02 to go in the game. Babby throws it up. Rebound up off the rim. Good effort there by Peyton Sample. Ooh, there's a tackle. McCoy was falling, tripping. She tripped and fell, so. Fabro hits the front of the 1-and-1, and so short on the second one. 51-40. Saranac leading with 3:46 on the clock. Northeastern has outscored Saranac 13-5 here in the fourth. Saranac outscored Northeastern 13-11 in the first, 19-7 in the second, and 14-9 in the third. Score clock still says 3:46. A loose connection over there. AD Josh Herricar will fix it. Let's move Fabro. 53-40. Babby shot knocked out of bounds. We have a whistle. We have a foul on the Cougars. And a fellow in the stand says that'll make her think twice before she goes at you next time. Yeah, you got that 14-year-old girl in pain down there, fella. That's let's keep things in perspective. All right, maybe she's 15, but whatever. Just a bunch of kids playing basketball. Some people don't understand that. Bowman at the line. Foul is on Kellison, her third, team ninth. 54-40. Sample to Kellison, over to Babby. Ball squirts out and it's picked up by Bowman. Babby has to come out. Must have landed on the floor when she fouled Favreau. We'll go with the prettiest shoes on the floor. Makes the first one. Gotta admit, those are mighty fine looking shoes. Hits them both. 54-42 to 39 to go in the game. Trim for three, no. Oh, good rebound by McCoy, but she tossed it right in the waiting arms of Gillespie. So Gillespie will shoot. We'll have a switch on the McCoys. Brianna in for Ashley. Rebounded by Arliss. Rabideau to Arliss. Shot rolls off the rim. Tellison puts it back up. Kept alive by Sample. Nice move by Rabideau. Saranac on the fast break. They'll get two. Yes. Hustling down the floor. 57-44. Saranac, because the Cougars had closed it up to 10 points. Obviously, they're going to press again. You can't blame them for that. Okay, Favreau has fouled out. That's her fifth foul. McCoy misses the foul shot. It was a 1-and-1. Rabideau with her fourth foul. Trim makes it 58. So that gets it. .15 to go in the game. 58-44. Nice move by Bowman. Sliced right through there. Over to Sample. Sample gives it to Sample. And Emily Sample scores on the pass from Peyton Sample, and timeout for Coach Dominic. Red ball. Like skipping a stone that time. They were skipping the basketball. Quick shot taken by Haywood and tossed in by Fink. 60-46, 38 seconds to go. Saranac pulls the press off. They've got this one won, obviously. There's a nice shot by number 13, Tiana Leduc. No, she didn't travel. Looked like she was going to, but I'll have to see it again before I'm convinced. Looked like she was, but she didn't quite take that toe up, so I think she didn't. But, whoa, what a shot. What a shot by Brianna McCoy. Ball comes to Fink, and she is fouled. 24, it's McCoy with her second. Rebounded by Sample over to Callison. 9 seconds. Shot by Sample. Kaylee Sample a little shy. Cougars will keep it with 4.5 seconds. Emily Sample throws it in. Knocked out of bounds by Kellison. 1.8 on the clock. 63-52. The Cougars have brought it up to being downright respectable. They scored 25 points here in the fourth quarter. 25-17. They'd outscored the Chiefs, and if they had another 3 seconds to play, then I think Kellison would have scored another basket. So 63-52 victory for Saranac. A very impressive defensive squad. That's the way it was on this 6th day of February 2012. You've been watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Coming at you from northeastern Clinton, beautiful downtown Champlain. Thanks for watching. For those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.